Hey Shamim, how are you?
Good. How are you?
All good. Long time no see. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Okay, let's wait one more minute and see if other people are joining. If not, we can start. Okay. Welcome to another Friday frequency call. Okay. We're gonna be covering today how to implement feedbacks via SMS. Okay. So before doing that, I just wanna mention a couple of things about the setup for the phone number as well, okay? Okay, let's wait one more minute. Okay, now we can start, okay? I'm gonna be sharing my screen. Let me know if you can see. Let's share in here. Do you see my screen now, Shmin? Perfect. Okay, so uh, regarding sending reviews, there are two ways to send review requests. One way is to send it via SMS, and the other way is via email, right? In order to set up the request, first you gotta go to reputation in here. And then if we go to settings, here you have different ways to set up your review request, right? You have SMS, you have emails, and even WhatsApp if you use it. Now, in order to use WhatsApp, you need to integrate it, and it does have an additional cost, okay? And this can be integrated if we go to settings and we go to the WhatsApp tab here, okay? We're not gonna be covering the full process on WhatsApp. We're gonna focus on SMS today, okay? Just as a quick reminder, if you wanna do it with emails, you can set up kind of like an email campaign, right? Or an email template, and that can be done under marketing. And here, once you go to marketing, next to the social planner tab, you just gotta go to templates and create a template, right? You just create a template in here, and then you will go to reputation, settings, and here you can set email templates, okay? You can create new ones from here as well. Now, having your hi Jandre, how are you? Sorry, I just accepted you. Long time no see. Happy Friday. So the topic we're covering today is basically how to set up review requests, mainly through SMS, but I'm just giving an overview on how to set it up through emails as well, okay? So this would be the way to set up through email. Okay, you just gotta go to reputation and under settings is where you can set that up. And then if you go to SMS review request, this is where you can change your requesting here. Okay, and you can set up when to send the SMS if it's after the check-in or if you wanna wait just a few hours. Okay, this can all be edited and you just gotta save. Okay. Now, if we go to overview, you have the option to send review requests manually just by selecting the contacts you want. For example, this one, well, this one doesn't have a phone number, but this one does. And you have the option for SMS and you can send a review request. Pretty straightforward. If you want to change the text in here, you just gotta go back to settings and set that up under SMS. Here, instead of this, please rate us. Welcome to the family. Something like that. If we save this, it will appear in here as well. Okay, when we select the review or the contact to send a review request. Okay. Once we do this, we just gotta hit on send review and it will be sent to that email. Now, this is the manual way where you can, on how you can just send the review request, but then you can automate this, right? In order to automate this process, you just gotta go to automation and you gotta set up a trigger. We already covered before many times how to set up a trigger in the workflows. I'm just gonna open up a new workflow and I'm gonna create one as an example. So I'm gonna use new workflow, SMS requests, review requests, and then I'm gonna add a trigger. It could be by submitting a form or a survey. You would select the survey. In this case, you would say the trigger. This will activate and send review request here. Once you select the options to send a review request, it gives you the options to review the type, right? It could be via email, SMS, or WhatsApp. We're gonna focus on SMS. We're gonna save the action, and then we can keep customizing the workflow, right? So that it also applies for emails as well. We can send another review request, at this time through email as well. Now, once we do this, let's say that the review was sent, we can create an opportunity. In a specific pipeline, for example, here. No, actually, I'm gonna use another one. And you can add it into your lead status, right? Within the pipelines. Attended and save action. And now you're gonna be part of your database and in the pipeline through your opportunities as well, okay? This could be one way to set up your automations. After that, you just gotta save as usual, and you can publish it, or you can keep, or you can test the workflow by using a test contact or a contact of your team member as well. Okay, just remember that in order to use SMS request, first you need to have your phone number set up, and that's one thing I wanted to point it out. Now, in order to set up the phone number, you gotta go to settings and you gotta set up a phone number in here, okay? Hi Esther, how are you? Happy Friday. Now, if you don't set up a phone number in here, what will happen is when you send review request via SMS, it's gonna appear as an error, okay? So one thing I would recommend you is to set up a phone number in here, add phone number. If you're outside the US, probably the process is gonna be a little bit different, okay? But you can reach out to us through the community, okay? And basically, if you're in fact in the US, you just filter, select an area code. I'm just gonna type a random number. Okay, no numbers for this area code. Let's try with, I don't know, maybe this. Okay, perfect. So you would select your area code and then select one from the list, purchase the online number, and then set that up. Okay, that's for the US process. Okay, once you purchase the phone number, there's a validation process that the phone number needs to go through, which is called A2P. Okay, and in order to set that up, you need two requirements. One would be having a domain or subdomain connected into your software. Okay, that would be in here. And the other requirement is having your business profile filled out in here. Okay, important to have your business information completed. Here, an EIN number or company number should go. And then the business physical address also needs to be matching your company information. In the US, it's called EIN, Employer Identification Number, and the information provided under business physical address and business information should match that document. For example, if we select UK has the company number, Canada has the CCN, Australia has the ACN, and if you're outside those countries, just click on other, select the type of company identification process you use in that country, and put in uh, the ID number in here, okay? Now, that's mainly to set up the phone in order to set up SMS reviews, okay? But again, this is one way where you can just send your reputations and automate them once you set them up in here, okay? Now, once you set the automation or you send manual request, under overviews where you would see your metrics on that. We'll see the reviews received, the average rating. These can be filtered by different time frames, right? And then in here is you would see where you would see the all the requests that were sent. Okay. Here you would see the specific reviews. And then if you create a widget here, you can set up this in your landing page, right? So you can embed the code in here, or you can add it in the landing pages created inside the sales process software, okay? Now, wait a second. We're gonna go back in settings. Here under reviews AI, you have the options to send auto responses, automatically sends review responses, okay? Or you can turn that off so that the process is manually done. Sometimes people don't want to receive those type of SMS or those type of emails, and in those cases, these should be turned off. Okay, perfect. Now, so far, do we have any questions regarding the SMS review request feature? Have you used it before? No? Perfect. Now, one thing I want to mention as well is where is it? Give me 1 second. Since this is a test account, sometimes there all the features are not available. Uh, okay, so once you go to reputation and settings, under integrations, you can integrate this feature with all the apps that appear in here, okay? If you scroll down a little bit, you have the options to set it up with Facebook, with your Google Business profile, so that the reviews are sent automatically, okay? And if it's connected with Facebook business page, it also will allow you to integrate it with Instagram, okay? Now, if for some reason you want to create a QR code for your leads to have access to the review, you can create a code in here. Here you can add the logo. Editing this is pretty straightforward. Okay, let's save this review or this QR code. And once it's ready, you can add it, let's say, in here. Under sites and one of the tabs where it says QR codes. I don't remember if this is the one we created. Wait. We're gonna go in here again. Review QR code. Edit. I'm gonna change the name. SMS. Review QR. Now we can go back to sites. And then QR codes. Create QR code. And under your website, you can add the QR code as well, okay? It could be in a phone format or as a desktop format as well, okay? And here, I'm gonna give you an example. If we go to homepage, you can add the element. Uh, here, somewhere is advanced. Oh, in here, I will need to add the embed code instead of the QR code. But you can add that in here through the actual QR code created as well, okay? QR codes are mainly used to be sent via email or via SMS as well, so that people can scan that and they can access either your funnel or the review that was created as well, okay? The feature and the tool is pretty straightforward. Now, one thing I want to mention as well regarding the automations is let's create a workflow again from scratch. And the trigger can be different depending on your strategy, okay? The one I used as an example was completing a survey or submitting the survey. But just like this. But you can use other triggers. For example, let's say that you want to send a review request through Facebook or through any social media app. You can add the form submitted through Facebook as well. You just gotta select where the page is, Okay, nothing is created in this test account, but you do have that option. Okay, let's say that you want to use a tag. So people with this specific tag, there are no tags in this test account, but let's say that a tag was created. You would select that tag, and people who have the tag can be part of this automation. And let's say they purchase a product and a tag is assigned to them, a tag called purchase or customer. Those who have the tag can trigger this automation, and then you can set that up again. You can send a review request. It could be via SMS, save the action, and continue building the automation from there. Okay. Now, as I mentioned on previous calls as well, I'm gonna stop share for a second. Okay. Just like any other office hour, the idea for today or the homework for today is mainly to create um, an SMS review request. Okay. If you don't have your phone number set up, don't worry. The homework is gonna be based on creating the SMS request and automate that, just like I showed you. Okay. And you just gotta take a screenshot on that. Okay. Give me 1 second in here. Posting this will allow you to or enable you to participate in winning some prizes that I'm gonna be sharing in just a second. Here. Okay. And as I just mentioned, you just gotta take a screenshot on the SMS review request created. Okay. Then you gotta post that work in the Facebook community group. Okay. With the hashtag sales process wins. Okay. And you'll be automatically be part of getting one of these three prizes. Okay. The winners will be announced at the end of the month. The first seat is basically one exclusive hot seat with Penguin, where he'll be coaching um, items and topics such as fine-tuning your offer, optimizing your sales funnels, and expanding your traffic strategy for massive growth. Then the second seat will be a one-on-one, but this time with Marcus, where you'll be covering traffic and ad strategy, mainly reviewing your ad performance and targeting, exploring insights and advanced traffic strategies, and just refining split testing techniques for a better return of investment. Okay. And then the third seat is one ticket to the Internet Mastery Retreat Live for this year. Okay. In there, basically, you will gain insider insights into the 10 critical strategies to maximize your business and just an amazing experience to chart your business and grow your business throughout the year. Okay. One thing as a plus is that the first and second seat will also receive one ticket for this mastery retreat for this year. Okay. Now, just to summarize, the homework for this Friday is basically creating a review request via SMS. You just gotta go to uh give me 1 second. I just wanna give you the correct names. You just gotta go to reputation, go to settings, and then in there you can set that up via SMS. And also if you wanna start using this through Google Business Profile, through Facebook business page, I suggest you to integrate those tools first under integrations so that you can automate that part as well. Okay. But for the phone, for the homework only, you just gotta go to reputation, set up the message under settings, and then you can automate that process under automations with the send review request option as well, okay? Is there any questions on what we covered today? No? Okay.
I quickly have a question, if I can ask.
Yes, Jordan.
I'm working on my store, and when I did the store the first time, things doubled up and they told me to recreate it. So I've recreated it, but I'm not getting as much traction on the new one as I did the last one. The only thing that I can see that I haven't completed yet is I went in to each SEO page and went through ChatGPT and put in everything that it told me to. Would every page of SEO make a difference of our traffic? And then one last thing with that, the only other thing I can think of is when we were getting really good traction, I was also having him post on Facebook daily. Could that be the other missing piece?
Definitely having more activity through your posts is directly connected with the traffic you are receiving. That's one thing. And the other thing regarding the SEO, I would say try and ask in the community group or in the different coaching sessions, just because the topic cover for today, I think you just joined, right, Jodine, is mainly focused on SMS and requests instead of the stores and site section. Okay?
Okay, sounds good. Thanks.
Of course. Yeah, Jondre, you have your hand raised.
I just have sorry, just one moment. Sorry, I have it's not the related to the reviews, but it's a question that I have on my funnel pages. So I have a pop-up and I've included a one-step payment, and in that I have an order bump. How do I change the color that it shows? At the moment, it shows as a green color in the order bump. How do I change that color?
You mean in the pop-up?
Yeah, in the pop-up.
Give me 1 second. Let me double check. I've never changed the color in the pop-up. That's why I'm just gonna see.
It's in the settings. If you just click on that button, it should show up on the right-hand side. But you have to actually click on the settings. So
let me share my screen real quick, and I think that's gonna be easier.
Yeah, because I just can't find that setting.
Here, here one of the tabs, pop-up settings, and then here background color. Here's where you can change, or you can discard the.
It's when you hit the pop-up, there's a setting on the top of the pop-up. So that's the one that you have to hit, and then it will be like you normally.
Not that that color. It's the text for the order bump inside one of the. I mean, maybe just if I can share my screen, that would be great.
Share my screen.
Go to that.
Is it set up in a form? Because if it's in a form, you have to go to the form.
No, I haven't set it up in the form. I just use the payment. So I just need to go to funnels quickly. It's nice having you here, Jodine.
Good to see you. It could be that you set it on your main settings. What do they call that when you set up the whole, so that the whole funnel does it that way? Like the formatting of it? Like if you do that, sometimes weird colors will show up, and it's because that's set up that way. I'm listing all the things that I've done, hun.
Sorry, can you just enable screen sharing, please?
Let me see. Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't allow me to share my screen, to share other people's screen. It's blocked, but I can navigate for you in the test account that I have if needed.
Okay. Yeah, because it's specifically the text on the order bump. So I used the one-step payment.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go back. Why does everything look different now? Yeah, so I used on the pop-up setting, I used the one-step payment, and then I added an order bump, and the title of that order bump is in green, and what is in
One-step
green?
order, you said?
So when you click on that title, it doesn't pop up on the right-hand side.
Yes, it does, but it doesn't show me actually. If you add an order bump to that, so on the right-hand side, in the steps, where do you add an order bump again? Just scroll, go to advanced.
Yep.
Yeah, and then you scroll down, enable order bump.
Yep.
And add a product. Okay, there's no product in there. So if I click there, that headline and the OTO headline shows
Mm-hmm.
green and orange on the form. How do I change that colors?
The text in here, you say?
Yeah. On the form, it shows green and orange
Mm-hmm.
with an ugly yellow background.
Let me try and
I was going to say green and orange are actually financially attractive numbers, but the yellow definitely put you in the zone of not.
Yeah.
Let me save this first. Mm.
And you've went to like the other parts of that, like the
Yeah,
advanced.
I went through a lot of settings to just try and see if I could find something.
And when you actually click on that title, what does it do then on yours?
On the
Like
form.
on the form. Yeah, like the wrong color. When you actually click on that title or
No, it
whatever.
doesn't give you. Usually, it gives you like a little tab that you can change the color. No, it doesn't do anything. It's literally just select the text, and if I click right, yeah, it doesn't really do anything.
And so, have you tried to add another order bump? Like maybe you just got into, or are you using a template? I guess is the bigger question.
No, I just went. I opened a part. I used the 5-day AI sprint template,
Oh, so
and
look
I
and see. Go in the upper top right hand corner of your of the page. Is there a file in, or they? I think it's SSC or CCS. Is that coded? Because they might have a code in there that's specifically changing that. So on the top of your funnel, like where it says settings and all that, like where the SEO and everything is at, you know, where the buttons are for.
Yeah.
So is there a code
So
in there?
the background, not SEO, preview custom codes. Let's see.
Yep. Try that and see is there anything in there.
No,
Hmm.
no,
And then
no
also
custom codes.
look in your header, because it could be header and footer. There might be something that they've coded. Whenever you use templates, sometimes that stuff gets stuck in there.
No.
Mm.
So maybe to the footer section.
All right, you're above my pay scale. I can't help you, bud.
I'm also checking, but I don't think there's like a way to change the color of the order bump text. Just checking in here.
Jump on to live tech and just screenshot it, and I bet they can figure it out for you.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I would
I
say
was
in
busy
this
with
case,
it
if you
this
want to
morning.
tailor your colors, try and go to the live chat and they might be able to help you out definitely.
Okay, great. And then I just have another question on how do I want to, for life coaching, I want to send a calendar out to a client, but I want them to pay first before booking. How do I do that?
You can set that up in the are you doing it through a funnel?
I was just thinking, just send them because in the calendars, if you set up your calendar, there's a payment option.
Yeah.
But it doesn't want to work if it doesn't select it. I
So
pick the
just
payment option.
set up a simple funnel where you have the payment first, and then once they pay, then
They can book the
after that
payment.
payment, it goes to the calendar.
Exactly.
Okay, great. I'll do that. Because in forms and payments, there's a accept payments, and you just can't click that one in the calendar
Yeah,
itself.
I know where you are right now, but I think yeah, as Jodine mentioned, having the funnel first so that with the payment option and then having the calendar as the next step, I think that would be a better option in order to set that up.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Perfect. All right. If anything, I hope you can join to the other office hours as well. I hope you also have a nice week and a nice weekend now, okay? Let's keep
Thank
in
you.
touch and take care, all of you. Appreciate the time. And if anything for you, Jondre, try and definitely reach out for changing the colors in your order bump as well.
Cool. Thank you.
Perfect.
Have a wonderful day. Cheers, Jadine. All right.
Yeah. Have a nice one. Bye bye.
See you guys.